Hello there. Welcome to another edition of Martin's Munchies. Today we're going to make the best breakfast ever. So here we have chorizo links. I buy them from the butcher. We got a great butcher at Big John's Market here in Healdsburg. You know, you just got to get rid of the little casing. Anyway, this is chorizo, which is one of the gifts our forefathers out here in California have given us. Mexican sausage for the lame people. Someday I'm going to learn how to make this, because it doesn't get any better than chorizo. Chorizo, you can add it to anything. You can add it to my bean dip, actually, that I made last time. All right. Need Mr. Spatula. So we're just going to cook this up. Make it nice and crumbly. This is going to be another one pan special. So far I got to wash a knife. I'm going to have to wash a spatula. I'm going to have to wash one pan here. But we'll let that cook up. Should be about 5 minutes, and we'll get right back to you. All right. As this is cooking up, let's talk about shopping. So, the lovely wife sent me to the store last night to get some stuff for dinner. I don't mind going to the store, but just a little shopping advice for you married folks out there. If you don't want to go to the store and you want your wife to do all the shopping, there's the freedom of not having to go to the store, run up and down the aisles. We don't know where things are. I mean, my wife's got the whole place down. She can figure it out. And I think she can figure out most stores in about 2 seconds. Anyway, I'm looking at the aisle. I'm asking people for help. I'm doing all the other good stuff. I mean, a shopping list with 10 items for me takes me at least 20 minutes. It takes her about 5. If you want to get out of that duty, screw up the coffee creamer. It costs you about $3 in coffee creamer, but all you've got to do is when she puts down, this specific type of coffee creamer, you buy something that's just a little bit off. You mess with a woman's coffee, you're out of the shopping business. She'll smile and say, "Oh, you got the wrong kind." I say, "Oh, I'm sorry, they all look alike to me." Boom, you're out of shopping duty. But anyway, that chorizo is cooked up just perfect. I have to figure out what's in this. Maybe I don't want to know. All I know is it tastes so good. So anyway, that is a pan of cooked chorizo. So now we're going to jump to the number 2 item. So we got to mess up another bowl. I hate adding to the laundry list, but anyway. We're going to slide that in there. I'm going to leave that little grease in there. Now, if you want great hash browns, this is the best hash browns you could possibly buy. Or tater tots. And we're going to use about half this bag here. These actually are seasoned. Crispy seasoned with roasted garlic and black pepper. I mean, they're better than your normal tater tots. But regular tater tots just work just fine too. So, I think I'll put 2 more in there. So anyway, this is just frozen right out of the freezer. Alright? Now we're going to let those basically cook down and crisp up, and it's going to add to the best breakfast of all time. All right? All right. After about 3 or 4 minutes here, our tots are getting perfect. So I'm actually going to chop these up. If I'm just making eggs for myself or something like that, I usually just throw them in a pan after I've cooked up a little bacon or whatever, and Just let those things just brown by themselves. But for this dish in particular, the greatest breakfast of all time, I want these mashed up. So you see, they're already taking shape. They're going to cook really good on one side. I'll be able to flip these real easy. I'm going to brown these up on both sides, but you cannot beat this for a hash brown. If you're making like breakfast burritos or something like that, I mean this, a little bit of scrambled egg, a little bit of sausage, I mean it's the best breakfast burrito we've ever had too. So, but anyway, we're making the especial here this morning. So remember that. Throw away the baggies of hash browns. Buy some tater tots. And then right about now, we're going to add the chorizo back onto that. I might hold a little bit of that grease back. Kind of mix that in. So far we're at about the 10-minute mark on the breakfast. So I'll tell you how I started cooking. My wife teaches, and when she started teaching, really when the kids got into school, well, you know, it takes a certain amount of time to get ready if you're going to go teach all day long. And we had young kids, and they needed lunches, they needed breakfast, so it wasn't that big a deal for me to take over the duties, and I really enjoy it. I enjoy making lunches, I enjoy making breakfast. That's one of the things it's sad about when the kids leave for college and everything else, and they're pretty much empty nesters now, is that I miss that little transition. Look at that. That crisps up just beautifully. So I'm going to turn this over. If I was making this for, more than a couple people, I would use a bigger pan. And we're just letting that get a little crunch to it. Actually, that's pretty well mixed in. So now, I'm going to flatten this out and make a big old hash brown chorizo pancake out of the deal. And now we're going to have a little fun. So I'm going to poke some holes in this. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do one in the center. Okay, now I got my holes. I wish I had some ranch eggs for this, but chickens are on strike in the wintertime. I'm just going to crack an egg in each of those holes. This meal also heats up really well. So anyway, we're going to let now these eggs poach, okay? So we want to cook them all the way through. But we're going to cover this little dude up like that. And we're just going to let them cook. That bottom's going to crisp up really nice. The eggs are going to cook. It's going to have a little crunch to it when you bite into it. Oh, I'm hungry. All right. I think we are like minutes away. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little sourdough toast down. Something about the sourdough and this mixture right here. Now, you can put cheese on this, on top of this if you like. I prefer it just like that for some reason. But anyway, that's the world's greatest breakfast. And that should feed 1, 2, 3, probably 4 people. I'm really hungry. Got a golf outing coming up this morning. I'm going to eat probably a third of that and enjoy every bit of it. So that right there, folks, is the world's greatest breakfast. And we'll see you next time on Martin's Munchies.